We should be live now. Yay.
I'm gonna give you this look the entire stream.
I'm gonna give you that look too, Betty. Give you this sick look. A sweet look. We are here for Gamers Unrest, by the way. We play video games here. How you guys doing? Yeah, we got a full cast here for once. We got myself, Okami Games, and Nivium Gaming. We have not been active in podcasting recently because the arcade pit cycle has been happening, at least for the first half of our inactivity. And then you had something happen last week.
Family.
Yeah. So, arcade pit cycle is over now. We unfortunately didn't win, but we made it to the semifinals, and we almost made it to the finals. Like, it was a close game. But I'm satisfied with how it went. The game it ultimately came down to see who moved on to the finals, was Frogger. Fucking Frogger.
Frogger. How'd you do?
I did not do so good because it was Genesis Frogger, and the Sega Genesis version of Frogger is kind of ass.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the best way to sum that up. Kind of ass. But
nothing but the best here.
Although I've gotten myself roped into another tournament, which is a tournament for the Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past randomizer, which I'm excited for, as I enjoy Link to the Past. I've played it a ton. He is rocking like a baby.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, well, fuck you too, buddy.
Yeah?
Yeah!
You, man.
Yeah, fuck you!
Thank you.
Fuck you! Fuck you! That's gonna make no sense to audio listeners.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, I've been playing some... Well, actually, in this past month, I guess, not really past 2 weeks, I finished an 100% Elite Beat Agents. I beat every single stage on every difficulty with an S rank, which, in Elite Beat Agents, that's not easy. It's not easy at all. But, I've done that, and now I don't have to worry about playing that game ever again, and I can move on to another game. And I also am in a Let's Play very mediocre games mindset. So, I 100% completed Lego Batman 2 for the 3DS, which the console version of the game is pretty good, but 3DS version is just kind of boring. It's just like you don't like it feels like you're not really doing anything.
Don't worry, Okami. No, don't worry, man. 3DS is bullshit anyway.
I mean, I'm still excited for Cold Decept Revolt when that comes out on 3DS. That game actually looks kind of interesting.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, when I was watching your stream, and I saw you load up Harvest Moon, I didn't think it was gonna be a farming game.
Yeah, that's Harvest Moon. Apparently, Harvest Moon games are really good. Like, even if it's not part of the Harvest Moon series, a lot of people really like Stardew Valley, which is apparently very Harvest Moonish. And I've been meaning to try Stardew Valley. I've been thinking I'll pick it up when it comes out on the Switch, because it is confirmed for Switch. So I'll definitely grab it then. I also played through Danganronpa Another Episode, because that came out on PC and PS4 last Tuesday.
How did that go for you?
I beat it in like 3 days. It's not a long game. Like, apparently on it's supposed to be like a 12-hour game, so not a super long game. I 100%ed it. Well, I'm working on 100%ing it. There's still a few loose achievements. I've gotten all the collectibles, so the
completionist.
I am a completionist. You should know this by now. Have you not seen... What is the grand total of my backlog even at? Stat tracking. 2,706 games in the backlog, and 192 of those have been completed.
Jesus.
Yeah, that in the grand scheme of things is less than 10%. So I'm gonna need to work on clearing out that backlog sooner or later. I mean, we're gonna probably after the podcast start trying to knock out Borderlands 2 on that on Steam. What else? There were other things. I played the Link to the Past randomizer. I talked about that. Link to the Past randomizer is good. Only recommend it if you're experienced with the game. God, there was something. Well, yeah, I played Harvest Moon. Another game that I played on stream that I never played before, but I was really into for the little bit I played was Grabbed by the Ghoulies.
Oh yeah.
Grabbed by the Ghoulies seems like a pretty awesome game. It's kind of weird that a game like that is a twin stick like kind of game, but it's still really fun. Like I think probably somewhere upstairs is a actual original Xbox copy of Grabbed by the Ghoulies. But I was just running off of Rare Replay, but still fun.
You had so much trouble with the combat in the beginning.
Yeah, and then I figured out how the combat worked, and I had a blast.
Yeah, but you were still a bitch.
Yeah, well, fuck! I don't have a rebuttal.
Yes, yes.
But you're a bitch too. Hmm?
Yes. And I accept it.
Yeah, I didn't have a rebuttal, so I have to accept it as well. And
see, while I am a bitch, you are my bitch. You are a bitch of the free bitch.
Woof woof. And there's been an event going on in 100% Orange Juice, so I decided, you know what? This is going to be the time where I'm going to bite the bullet. I'm going to finish the single player of 100% Orange Juice, and I am working on that right now. It's actually booted up on my laptop right now, and maybe throughout the podcast I'm going to try to work on taking turns. I finished 2 of the 4 campaigns, or like 2 of the 4 main campaigns anyway. I'm on the last episode of the 3rd one, but I'm playing on the hardest difficulty, and that is not how you experience 100% Orange Juice. Because a lot of the time, I have to get stuck with rolling 1s over and over again. While I have to keep staring at the AI rolling 6s over and over again. And because of these crummy rolls, I have been stuck on, one of the stages I was trying to get past yesterday took me hours to beat. Like, it took me, 5 hours to beat that one stage because I kept getting unlucky.
How do you think I feel?
Yo, you haven't played Orange Juice in a while. You can't talk.
Yeah, I can. Remember the last few frickin' matches we played?
Remember what I just said? You haven't played Orange Juice in a while. You can't talk.
Alright, bitch, after the stream, let's go. Let's go.
We're doing Orange Juice instead of Borderlands?
You and me.
I mean, there's another group I'm in who is currently, they're probably going to be playing Orange Juice after the podcast is over, so I could have you join in on that.
Well, the thing is, now I'm stuck between a choice of Borderlands and Orange Juice. This is fucking unfair. It's so fucking unfair. Hey, we got 2 people in the stream now. GG.
Yeah, hi chat. Speaking of having people in the stream, one thing I was actually considering having us do sometime soon for the podcast is after the news section, maybe having a brief Q&A where chat asks us questions.
That actually would not be a bad idea. It would give a lot of interaction from the viewers to us.
Yeah, for sure, which is the idea. Well, I've talked about most of what I've been playing this week. Have you been playing anything useful? Actually, no, what? You're fucking Nivium. No, you haven't been playing anything useful. You've been playing
What the
things.
fuck is useful? It's a fucking game.
You've been playing things. You've just been playing nothing useful. I am willing to bet you Blade and Soul is in there somewhere. It's always in there.
Actually, no. It just fucking slams the table. Fuck. Oh my god, you fucking thinking I'm playing Blade and Soul again? Hell no. Actually, I've been playing a lot of Black Desert Online and Borderlands. To be entirely honest, like
that's actually not surprising since those are things you got during the Steam Summer Sale.
Right. I'm not gonna lie. I think my favorite character in Black Desert Online is my favorite class is Kunoichi, which is like the female ninja. I really like the smooth kind of attacks and kind of combos that she has, as well as the ability to swiftly move in and out of combat, gain distance, backflip, throw kunai. I'm fucking Naruto, dude. But yeah. I honestly think it's got a lot of smooth gameplay. You know, apart from the fucking 5 FPS I'm getting every freaking 10 seconds.
Get a better PC then.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
This
is the insult simulator.
Yeah.
Alright. Anything else you wish to discuss of what you've been doing?
Yeah, Borderlands 2. I've finally learned where the good legendaries drop from.
Nice, nice.
Three Horns Divide, Savage Lee drops the Unkempt Herald, and I've been farming for him for fucking ever. And all this time I thought the Unkempt Herald was a random drop from the Warrior after the first time you kill him, so I was constantly loading, like quitting, reloading if right before... like right when I've weakened the Warrior and just quit reload.
Alright.
This has not happened before yet.
And I guess since I have not said this on the podcast yet, I've officially graduated from high school. So I no longer have to deal with school anymore.
Well, that's
so good. The best part about the graduation ceremony, though, was at the very end, where the person who's like announcing everything is like, I present to you the class of 2017 at the very end of it, and then everybody just throws their cap into the air. Like, that was awesome.
Yeah.
That was like easily the best part of that, because everything else was just listening to boring stories, but that was pretty cool. Alright.
Oh my god. That reminds me of a scene in Pirates of the Caribbean where he Captain Jack gives his hat to one of his crew. I can't remember the name of the guy, but he gives his hat to the guy, and he's like, "You have permission to throw my hat." He throws it, lands in the middle of the ship, and then Jack's like, "Good, now go get it." Am I the only one that can just imagine that happening in the middle of the graduation thing?
That'd be great.
Yeah, I'll go get it.
Like, you see a janitor with a broom sweeping up all the hats.
Oh my
It's
god.
not right. It's not right.
Don't mind me, I'm just part of the cleanup crew.
Alright, let's go on the news. First of all, the most important news. My hand hurts now.
Most important news.
We've got month's worth of news to take care of, although most of the news is E3 news. But first off is the Pokemon Direct that happened just before E3. I guess technically 5 major game announcements. There's going to be a new set of 3DS Pokemon games under the titles of Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Those are going to be coming out in November. Pokemon Tournament DX is going to be coming out for the Switch in September. And Pokemon Gold and Silver are going to be coming to the 3DS Virtual Console.
That'll actually be pretty fun to see.
Yeah. I don't know what to expect yet from Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon, because they're probably going to be like a continuation of the Sun and Moon story. I don't think they're just going to be a straight up remake. I'm pretty sure most of Pokemon Tournament DX is going to be basically like new fighters. And that's about it. And then Gold and Silver on Virtual Console are, well, Gold and Silver. Alright, next up is E3. I've got 7 different notepads in here about E3. So we're going to just try to jam through these. First off is Bethesda. Bethesda announced upcoming VR projects such as Doom VFR. VFR stands for Virtual Fucking Reality. This is actually canon. I did not make this up. But then again, it's Doom, so that is entirely believable. Fallout VR was also announced, so you will now be able to play Fallout 4 in virtual reality. In virtual reality! Skyrim is getting higher mod support with Creation Club, which kind of sucks because they're going back to paid mods, which is not really a good thing.
Jesus.
The Switch version of Skyrim is going to have amiibo compatibility, so you can get stuff like Link's Master Sword as a weapon. I think Link's clothes as well. You can get some stuff on the Switch version. DLC was announced for Dishonored 2, Elder Scrolls Legends, and Elder Scrolls Online. I didn't pay attention to it because I don't fucking care about those games. 2 new titles were announced, The Evil Within 2 and Wolfenstein 2.
Wolfenstein 2 might be a bit of a...
I've heard...
Like, I want to see it.
I've heard Wolfenstein's really good. I think I have one of the Wolfenstein games. Like, I got it from the Bethesda sale. So I still need to try it. But it's in my library and installed. EA, everybody's favorite company, they revealed Anthem, which don't know what to think about except the national anthem. And I know that's not what that game is going to be because, well, it's EA. That's my only excuse. A new in-depth Madden campaign was shown. I don't give any sort of cares about Madden. Madden can go fuck itself. I have very strong opinions. New Star Wars Battlefront 2 gameplay. I've got no thoughts on this because I still have to play the first Star Wars Battlefront, or at least the re-released Star Wars Battlefront. That is still sitting on my PS4 shelf. Next up is Microsoft. This is a big one. Because Project Scorpio, which was previously talked about, has been unveiled as the Xbox One X. And this name is stupid because if you take all the capital letters in that, it spells Xbox. It's fucking stupid. There's going to be backwards compatibility with original Xbox games on Xbox One. So if there's original Xbox game that you wanted to play, which honestly is not a whole lot. The original Xbox was kind of a forgettable system, unfortunately. But there will be backwards compatibility. 42 games have been revealed for the Xbox One X. Some of these include Sea of Thieves, Forza Motorsport 7, and Metro Exodus. And by far the stupidest thing that was announced in here, Assassin's Creed Origins has been announced, but that's not the stupid part. The stupid part is there's a $800 collector's edition that you can get of Assassin's Creed Origins.
Jesus.
You can buy a virtual reality headset with that kind of money.
Virtual reality.
And that... Virtual reality!
Jesus Christ. There's gonna be a
Sony,
fucking thing with this.
yeah, Sony has announced a Spider-Man game for PS4. The only thing I remember from that trailer is using webbing to stop like a bus or something from falling to the ground. Some sort of new God of War game has been announced, though not many details. Call of Duty World War II trailer. Don't care about Call of Duty, so we're moving on from there. Destiny 2 on PS4 is interesting because the PS4 version is going to have exclusive content that the Xbox One version doesn't have. Which is odd, but I guess that's the thing. Maybe Xbox One, like the Xbox One version, will have something to counter that. But we'll see. Sony PlayLink, I read about this briefly, but I don't know the details. Supposedly it brings mobile and console gaming together. I'm not sure in what way. I'm sure there's more details that I did not have the time to find. Shadow of the Colossus Remastered has been announced for PlayStation 4. So, I still need to play Shadow of the Colossus. I still need to play Last Guardian as well. Man.
You haven't played The Last Guardian?
No, it's still...
You need to record that shit.
That's actually what I intended on doing once I go through Shadow of the Colossus.
No, dude. Oh, but yeah. Shadow of the Colossus first, because I love that shit. The aesthetic in that game.
Yeah, I have on my PS3 shelf a Eco Shadow of the Colossus collection. But I've only played Eco because it came up on a stream. And I think I have a copy of Shadow of the Colossus on the PlayStation 2 upstairs. Last of these, which I think nobody was expecting, Undertale is going to be released on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation Vita. I don't think...
What will?
Undertale. Yeah, that's... I'll be real. I will probably grab it for a PlayStation 4 because the Collector's Edition announced with Undertale is actually really cool because it has like a pendant that comes with it, but it's also a music box. Which actually sounds...
Can I just get 1 second? I'm gonna grab my Desert Eagle. Okay. Okay, got it.
Alright. I mean, Undertale is a good game, but it's just the fandom that has pretty much ruined that game for many people.
Fandom ruins everything. Well, maybe not everything.
Fandom ruins a lot of things.
Fandom
That's why I could never get into games like Call of Duty.
Yeah.
That's also kind of why I am moving away from Sonic the Hedgehog. Is because of the fandom. Because fandom is very temperamental when it comes to Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh God, no.
What?
Ugh.
Anyway.
Mention Sonic the Hedgehog fandoms ever.
Anyway, Ubisoft. Official announcement of Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. So this is a XCOM-ish game featuring, obviously, Mario and the Rabbids. And it's going to be on the Switch, and it's going to be very weird because it's Rabbids.
Rabbids. I haven't heard about that game in a long time.
Rabbids games are really weird. Like Rayman Raving Rabbids, which is like a weird minigame collection, or like if we're talking about games that I just recently picked up from random times, Raving Rabbids TV Party, which advertises on the back that it's the first game you're able to play with your bottom.
What?
I'm not making this up. Like, let me see if I can find my copy. It's probably sitting on my shelf. Yeah, I see it. Let me grab it real quick. Yeah, yeah. Right here. It may be hard to see, but... Experience the first video game you can play with your bottom. This is on the actual back of the box.
They were really stretching to say anything good about that game.
I mean, I haven't played it, so for all I know, it could be a pretty good game. And the main reason it advertises that is because we balance board compatibility, but still. I'm gonna put this back on the shelf. Okay, so now we're past that.
What?
We got a closer look at the Assassin's Creed Origins, South Park: The Fractured Butthole, and Far Cry 5. The Crew 2 and Skull and Bones and Transference were announced. There's a new Toys to Life game coming out for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Switch called Starlink: Battle for Atlas. So this looks really weird, where it's like you attach like some sort of spaceship figurine onto your controller, and then you use it in the game.
Right.
And the one a lot of people were excited for, Beyond Good and Evil 2 was announced. I put a little bit of Beyond Good and Evil 1. I haven't played too much into it, but it definitely looks like a good game. So I'm glad it's getting a sequel. And then finally, Nintendo. Nintendo was by far the strongest out of these in most people's opinion, considering Sony had like weird sound problems for their presentation. So they were kind of out of the question. Everyone else was kind of like struggling. Nintendo just like cruised on through with theirs. Nintendo announced Metroid Prime 4 and Metroid Samus Returns. It confirmed a mainline Pokemon game will be coming out to the Switch at some point. Super Mario Odyssey got a new trailer and an official release date, which I have a separate notepad for release dates, so we'll discuss that later. The first DLC pack for Breath of the Wild, well, I wrote it comes out at the end of the month. By now, it came out. The Trial of the Hero DLC and all that. Rocket League got announced for Nintendo Switch. There is going to be a Yoshi and Kirby game, currently with no official title on those, coming out in 2018 for the Switch. And 13 new amiibo were announced.
Ever since I watched the game theory video on Kirby, I'm kind of afraid to play any of his games.
I mean, the Kirby games are good. I'll be real, I don't play them enough, because I've only beaten like 1 or 2 Kirby games. Maybe 3.
Right.
Alright, and now I've got the document up for release dates. Super Mario Odyssey comes out the 27th of October. Metroid Prime 4 is to be announced. Metroid Samus Returns is September 15th. Rocket League for Switch is coming out on the holiday of 2017. God of War, early 2018. Spider-Man, 2018. Shadow of the Colossus, 2018. Assassin's Creed Origins, October 27th. Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, August 29th. Wolfenstein 2, October 27th. The Evil Within 2, October 13th. The Xbox One X will be coming out November 7th. And South Park: The Fractured Butthole will be coming out October 17th. And there are a few other... Go on.
Go ahead. I was just gonna say I'm looking really forward to the remastered or
The Shadow of the Colossus remastered?
Sorry, yeah, the remastered Shadow of the Colossus. I'm sorry, I didn't know whether to say revamped or remastered, because revamped means changed. Remastered is like
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a remastered version. And there are a few things here and there. Like, one thing that I was personally excited to see at E3 is we finally got an English trailer for Danganronpa V3. And we even got a second one just yesterday at Anime Expo. So, seeing those is really cool. I showed them to friends of mine. They're going crazy about them as well. Except for that one person I have, like that one friend I have who is trying to avoid spoilers at all costs. Even though this is a fucking trailer.
Totally not you, Okami.
Oh yeah, totally not me. I just complete games. I don't avoid spoilers.
Yeah, no, totally.
Anyway, do you have any sort of news to report? Oh yeah, one other piece of news before I forget. SNES Mini has been announced. So the NES Mini came out a while back, and now there's an SNES Mini coming out with SNES games. The most interesting one being Star Fox 2, which was previously unreleased. So now the full release version is going to be coming out. Okay, now give us your news, if you have any.
Okay, so.
I'm going to go play Orange Juice while you're doing that.
Wow. Wow.
I know you're not going to say anything useful.
Oh yeah, I know, I never do say anything useful. I'm basically the comedic backup. Okay, first of all, I actually don't have any news. I know, it's just, I don't know, I just don't look around as much as I used to. That's because, like, I don't look at very many games. There aren't very many games that interest me, actually.
That's fair.
Apart from, like, you know, what's in my Steam library. But,
yeah,
you know.
That's fair. Like I said, we'll have to get you over to my place sometime.
Oh, hell yeah. No, dude, first of all, first things first, the moment I get over there, you know what the first words out of my mouth are going to be?
What?
Guitar Hero now.
Oh, yeah, I'm down for that.
Yeah, I'm going to beat your ass, dude.
We'll see about that. I've been getting really good.
I'm going to beat your ass.
Alright, then. I guess that's it for news then. We'll go into Q&A. So if chat has any questions for us...
Doc?
Yeah. If you have any questions, Doc...
Just Doc.
Yeah, I guess. I will put a, small timer on there. And your webcam's gone.
I know. I was grabbing something. Cup of water.
He says mope. He's moping. He's a whole lot of mope. Alright, then I guess that's it for the week. What's your game of the week?
My game of the week? Black Desert.
Alright, my game of the week is Legend of Zelda Link to the Past Randomizer. We'll see you back here in 2 weeks. Which should be, let's see. That would be the 16th of July. That should be when our next podcast is. We'll see you guys then.